a concrete maintenance program that will reduce labor, provide quick results, and improve sustainability. Jim Fleeler, Vice President of Sales for Charlotte Products, will deliver this presentation. Jim and his team have provided a video to start with, so we'll play that video now.
Welcome to today's session. The topic is our concrete and terrazzo diamond polishing program. This is our ISSA prestigious Innovation Award that we've recently won, judged by our peers of our industry. It really means that we've done something well and the program really works. You're probably wondering, does my facility qualify for this particular program we're talking about today? I'm going to ask you three basic questions. Number one, are you interested in a floor care program that allows you to never ever deep strip, scrub, apply a sealer or a finish ever again? We would probably think you would say yes. Second question, are you interested in a floor care program that with everyday regular maintenance allows you to gradually increase the sheen and the floors continue to get better and better? The third question, if your level of expectation is higher as a general rule, are you willing to burnish as much as you want, wherever you want, whenever you want, to achieve that highest sheen possible? We would think you would say yes to those three specific questions. What I can tell you is water does not clean these surfaces well. Here's why, okay? The chemistry makeup of concrete floors are really calcium, salts, irons, effervescence, things like that, and regular cleaning surfactants found in heavy-duty degreasers and general-purpose water, which basically has none, okay, do not respond well to lifting and suspending those soils within the detergency and allowing the cleaning method, in this case an auto scrubber, to rinse it away, okay? What we've invented here with our EnviroSolutions ES37, we've built the right chemistry behind it that suspends all of the particulate matter that's found in concrete and terrazzo floors. That is your calcium, your salts, your minerals, your irons, your effervescence and things like that. And it constantly lifts and cleans. What does that do for you? That eliminates dusting. Is dust in an indoor environment hazardous to you? Yes, it can be. If you have merchandise in your warehouse that collects dust, if it's not cleaned before it goes out with freight process, a customer can receive that in a dusty, dirty way, and it really puts a negative perception on that. If you look at fine particles going through automated equipment and electronics found in your facilities, it could cause failures and things like that and premature replacement, which really causes you to spend more capital investment. So let's eliminate that dust firsthand. Let's clean the concrete and the terrazzo in the proper way found in an easy manner. This is a little different than polymer coatings. When you put sealers and finishes down, you generally end up with 3 or 4 coats and you'll be a 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. Where does that go from there? Generally down. We'll get you start at that 5 or 6 out of 10, and with using our single pad and our single chemistry, we'll continue to increase that sheen over time. When you first start our process, if it's not quite where you want to be, believe me, with your maintenance program, our single pad and chemistry, you will get exactly where you want to go without doubt. So with this diamond polishing program, you can expect up to 60% labor savings, which is a tremendous return on investment for you. This program is easily adapted to most any type of facility. Number one, you can use your current custodial staff. We don't need specialists, okay? Number two, we can use your existing common auto scrubber and wet vacuum and burnisher, okay? Number three, there's only 3 products for the whole entire restoration program. That's our EnviroSolutions ES35, 36, and 37. And here's the good news. You use 2 of those products one time and one time only. After that, your regular maintenance uses ES37, which is our cleaner, maintainer, polisher product, and our single pad. Another advantage, sustainability, lowering your footprint in landfills. No harsh chemistry, any kind of hazardous material that's going to affect the employee wellness of you whatsoever. From a product cost perspective, no more buying pails or gallons or cases of stripper, sealer, and finish. Let's protect our public and our people that come in our buildings by increasing the traction on the floor, even when it's wet. And one thing I'll tell you is in the deep stripping process of polymer coatings, that is like ice, that is like grease, and there's a lot of slip and falls happen. Our process, when you're right in the thick of it with the restoration process, there is no slip whatsoever during that process. Let's talk about the 3 products that we're going to use here today. Number 1, EnviroSolutions ES35 is our restoration cleaner. One-time use, dilution of 1 to 128. You're going to use that just like you would a regular stripper or scrub and recoat product, where you're going to put it down, run your series of pads over it. That actually lifts dirt, grease, grime, effervescence, those types of things, from the floor, and prepares that. It helps lubricate the diamond pads, as a matter of fact, and allows you to do the restoration process properly. I'm going to use that once. Next, we'll go to our EnviroSolutions ES36. That's our exclusive nano densifier. What that does is chemically draws together the fine cracks and nooks and crannies found in these natural floors, draws them together, bonding it, sealing it, giving you a harder substrate, reducing the amount of dusting and the allowance of penetration of stains and spills and spots. Then we go to our EnviroSolutions ES37, and what that is our CMP cleaner, standing for cleaner, maintainer, and polisher. Now, the exclusive thing that product does is, number 1, it's the right detergency for your concrete and terrazzo floors. Number 2, it has a little bit of a natural lubricant in it that actually cools the diamonds that are found in the pads, extending the life of those diamond pads. It has a little bit of densifier in it that's found in our ES36 that constantly feeds and replenishes that densifier content in the floor, allowing you to maintain and increase your sheen with regular maintenance. Let's actually show you how the process works. We're going to walk step by step through this, and the big thing we're going to show you is the visual from where we started to where we ended, right? If you look at the floor that's surrounding me here, this is typically a basic concrete floor where we would start. Let's see where we end up. Okay, so step 1, using our 200 grit diamond FPP pad. Step 2, using our 400 diamond FPP pad. Step 3 is when we apply our EnviroSolutions ES36. That's our nano densifier. That is a one-time treatment only. You dilute that product at 1 to 4, put it on the floor with a flat mop process, let it dry thoroughly for 30 to 45 minutes. Step 4 is using our 800 grit diamond FPP pad. Step 5 is doing our final rinse using a 1500 CMP pad, using that as a final rinse, and you're done the total restoration process. Hopefully what you've seen now are exclusive EnviroSolutions concrete and terrazzo diamond polishing program. You've seen the beginning, you've seen the end. I mean, this is our end result here, which we're particularly pleased with. And the beauty about this is it's a simplified program. So it's very easy for you to implement in your facility. The sheen will continue to increase and enhance itself with regular maintenance. It's major labor savings. It's safer for all of your employees and your workforce in your buildings. It's much more sustainable. You never ever have to deep strip, seal, or put polymer coatings on your floor again. That's a major return on investment for every single one of you. We're here to help you with the education and the knowledge transfer. Thanks for joining us today.
Great, thank you for the video. And Jim, I believe you have a few follow-up comments to that video, so I'll turn the mic over to you.
I do, as a matter of fact. Thank you, and thanks everybody for joining us today. It's an honor to be able to share some knowledge to maybe help you achieve cleaner, safer spaces. So one thing in that video, there was two specific processes there. One that was a complete restoration. So when your floors in your buildings are worn out, they've been somewhat neglected over the years and things, and you want to refurbish it. And it's really a very easy alternative to the heavy grinding processes that are extremely expensive. So we use those pads to really like sandpaper, I guess. You start a little coarser and then go your way to finer, really apply a densifier, and then we have a regular maintenance program from there. But the real benefit is that it works on both concrete and terrazzo substrates. So it's not specific to one or the other. It works on both of them, and we have very good results across the globe. The second thing is really the emphasis for everybody here. I really want to focus on is the Quick Start program, which is one pad, one CMP cleaner, which is used economically at 1 to 128. And basically you start your regular program the same way you're doing now, but you never ever deep strip, you never deep scrub, you never use coatings again. And it really gives you about 60% labor savings. So that's really the gist of the video there. Both substrates and two processes to help any type facility with any traffic achieve their overall objectives.
Great, Jim, thanks. Actually, we do have time for a couple of questions, and we do have a couple that came in. One says, what is the difference between using ES37 and my general purpose cleaner?
That's a good question, actually. And I would put water in that as well. And, and people say, a lot of people talk about, water eco-fast systems, things like that. And, if you need detergency to clean and remove, that's exactly how chemistry works. You want to break down the soil, suspend it within the detergency, and then rinse or vac it away from there. Usually warehouses and floors, they use a general purpose cleaner, and really a citrus-based degreaser is one of the most common ones. And if you have a lot of grease and grime and things like that, that's the right chemistry for it. However, concrete generally, unless it's in tool cribs and things, is never what I would call greasy. There's a lot of effervescence that flash off the concrete and terrazzo, a lot of dusting, a lot of minerals, some rust materials and things like that. And what you need is the right chemistry that actually attracts to those that dirt and debris, lifts it, suspends it, and allows you to wash it away. One of the issues with terrazzo and concrete are the dusting, because it continuously flakes off. So in that process, the cleaner, you want to have a little bit of a micro densifier that actually strengthens those substrates and reduces the dusting dramatically, and therefore improves employee wellness as well. Some of those degreasers and things are used at low dilutions of 1 to 20, 1 to 30 or so. This one is very sustainable. We have one set dilution at 1 to 128, so it's the most economical product you would use for these surfaces.
Great. Actually, I can combine a couple of questions. They're asking, where and how do I start this program?
Good question. Again, if your floor is worn, it's been neglected, you have just some buildings, some floors, they've just applied topical coatings after topical coatings and things like that. You want to start with the restoration process. Now, that's a very labor efficient process that we can walk you through. If you have an auto scrubber and a burnisher and your custodial staff, we can walk you through that whole application. However, that's not often needed, right? Let's save the money and let's really use a program that's really meets today's needs. The Quick Start program, which is one pad and one chemical with your auto scrubber and your employees, that's exactly where you want to start. I would start with Quick Start for sure. And it basically replaces your current pad and your current chemistry with ours, and you use your same maintenance frequency that you've always used. In fact, over time, you'll find it'll reduce your regular maintenance frequency over and above what you're currently doing in most cases.
Actually, you ended up answering a question. Another question during the part, someone did ask, do I need to increase my maintenance frequency?
Oh, absolutely not. The only thing that we would add is you are never going to apply coatings again. You're never going to go through that high maintenance of recoating and stripping and things like that. But so your sheen from day one on the Quick Start program, out of a 10, you're probably going to be a 5 or a 6 or a 7 out of 10. And when we do this, we give you honest facts and numbers. We give you honest pictures and things. We don't enhance them in any way, because it's really the real world is what we play in. But from burnishing from there, if you want to burnish as much as you want, wherever you want, whenever you want, in those key areas that maybe are higher focal points or judgmental from the public and things like that, then you would add that in there. But you're going to find this, the frequency is no more than what you're doing now. In fact, probably less in most cases.
Great. And I think we have one final question in time for that. How often do I need to burnish to get the high sheen?
As depends on each facility's objective. Some people want a much higher sheen, and some people want a satin sheen, and so it really depends. It's like a polymer coating program. Some people want a higher gloss overall, so they have to burnish a little bit more often, and some people have a different standard, so they're okay. The one thing about concrete and terrazzo, though, is they're very reflective from distances. In other words, if you're walking in a main corridor or main hallway or whatever, it's not like polymer coatings when you're looking straight down and looking for gloss. So what you will find overall is approximately a 60% labor savings overall, and you will achieve the sheen that you want to achieve in your facility. Used in airports, used in retail outlets, warehousing, manufacturing facilities, education sector, K-12, college, university. We've had great success. We've won the ISSA prestigious Innovation Award in 2018 with this program. It's really the right program to use in a facility today that meets all of the needs and also improves your sustainability footprint.
Great. Thanks, Jim. I think that covers the questions that came in. Did you have any final thoughts you wanted to share with the audience?
Yes, I do, Rob, for sure. We're available. Our contact information is here. You can reach out to experts at charlotteproducts.com. You can reach out to myself at jfleeler@charlotteproducts.com. And we're here and available to do direct assistance with you. And we can probably do that virtually easy. One other option is in the ISSA show, Chicago, October 10th to 13th this year. We'll be at booth 4613, and I will be there personally, and all of our other deep facility specialists will be there, and we'll be happy to walk through them in more detail and really take your exact facility requirements into account and proceed from there. But you will love this program. It's the right thing to do.
We have a little bit of time. One more question just snuck in, Jim. So if I don't mind, they say that they use an orbital scrubber. Do you have a rectangular pad or only the round pads?
No, only the round pads now. We are experimenting with orbital, by the way. And if somebody on the line is looking, wants to test orbital, reach out to us directly, and I will make sure I line you up with the right product that you can test. We do have the orbital, what we call the edge scrub pad there. If you've seen in the video, the electric doodle scrub machine, we do have that pad, and it works in orbital, and that's great for tighter spaces and stairwells and things like that. So whoever that individual is, if they want to reach out, we'll gladly fix them up with the orbital pads to test. They are in the prototype stage right now.